The primary wins and the losses are starting to add up for former President Donald Trump. And while his word still goes very far in the Republican Party, his king-making ability might not be as ironclad this primary season.
You're going to send Dr. Oz to fight for you in the U.S. Senate? I want to pick somebody that's going to win, and this man is going to win. Come on up, Jake. There is no rhino in America who has thrown in her lot with the radical left more than Liz Cheney. Terrible. She has gone crazy.
The former president has not shied away from weighing in on some of the country's most pivotal races. And the question over how much influence he still brings to the table continues to be thoroughly dissected. One clear conclusion is that although Trump's blessing hasn't led to automatic wins, that doesn't mean it's not helpful. Trump picked up a big win early in the primary season with his endorsement of Ohio Senate candidate J.D. Vance. Vance was floundering in a crowded GOP field before Trump's welcome involvement likely carried Vance across the finish line for the primary win.
I've absolutely got to thank the 45th, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Come November, the Ohio race will be seen as highly significant because the winner could go a long way towards determining control of the Senate chamber on Capitol Hill. He picked up more wins in Arkansas, North Carolina, and Georgia with Senate candidates he endorsed, but Pennsylvania's high-profile race put his influence to the test. Trump's backing of doctor-turned-television celebrity Mehmet Oz in the Pennsylvania Senate primary drew some criticism from voters.
I really think he's getting some bad information on that.
It's too Hollywood. I don't trust it. I could never know enough about him realistically to know if that is who I would want to vote for. I couldn't do it.
Oz found himself locked in a dead heat with opponent David McCormick. It led to a recount lasting into June, with McCormick eventually conceding. Then came a deja vu moment when the former president saw a repeat of 2020 defeat in Georgia. Trump-backed challengers to incumbents Governor Brian Kemp and Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Political observers saw those endorsements as revenge plays, since both Kemp and Raffensperger went against Trump's calls to challenge Joe Biden's 2020 win in the state. After both won their primaries against Trump's preferred candidates, Cole Musio, the president of the Frontline Policy Council, saw it as a move-on moment for Georgia voters.
All we're talking about is yesterday. We're losing the fight today, and we're certainly going to lose it tomorrow. And so we've got to focus on principles. We got to get back to that space. And look, Donald Trump is still a very popular figure in the Republican Party and the conservative movement. He had a great 4 years. But I think the people around this country and the conservative movement are looking and saying, look, we can appreciate him without being obedient to him.
Still, Trump has more wins than losses, and that record is definitely important for the former president, according to CBN's chief political analyst, David Brody.
He does care about the win-loss record for sure, but let's make no mistake. I mean, Donald Trump is powerful within the Republican Party. There's not even a question about that. And this has nothing to do with any sort of staying power in 2024. In other words, for people to interpret these results and say, well, wait a minute, maybe his election 2020 stuff isn't going to quite work in 2024. I mean, that's hogwash.
More primaries remain as the midterm elections approach in November, with the former president expected to play a big role down the stretch.
What I'm seeing is that Trump's popularity within the Republican Party isn't easily transferable to other candidates. I think President Trump himself is still popular, and voters are thankful for various things that he has done or continues to do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Republican voters are looking to Trump to tell them exactly what they should do and who they should vote for in every race.
It's worth keeping tabs on how many of Trump's candidates voters are supporting, because it could indicate how much support he has as the former president potentially eyes another bid at the White House. Matt Galka, CBN News.